downs, it appears, right at the 45.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action with Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert now. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Dancing to his left. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 9. He will push his way down to about the 14. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
From the 31, Herbert. That's caught by Ware. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, Eckler. Fancy footwork at the 45. Still fighting. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Lane. 30. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 42.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Here's Herbert.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Herbert finds a seam inside the 40. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert on first down now. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw. Herbert. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 48. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 27 yards. And the Ravens continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And now here's another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it is 28-0. The Charger drive about to get going. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. This is caught. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Now Jackson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.